Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis. Today is January 26, 2023. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. All right, well, the U.S. economy grew at a 2.9% annual rate in the fourth quarter, a clip that should reassure investors worried about the prospect of recession. But economic growth so strong may raise the prospect that the Federal Reserve will see room to be more aggressive on interest rates in its effort to fight inflation. Economists estimated that the economy grew at a 2.3% annual rate during the fourth quarter, building on 3.2% growth in the third quarter to mark the second straight quarter of expansion after a period of negative growth. The initial market reaction was upbeat, if muted. Futures tracking both the Dow Jones and the S&P tick higher after the news, with both indices poised to open firmly in the green. While growth remained healthy in the fourth quarter, the pace of economic expansion slowed slightly from the third quarter, reinforcing the narrative that the period between June and September marked the near-term peak of growth. The impact on the real economy of the Fed's aggressive interest rate increases last year is likely to take months to be felt fully, but the fourth quarter GDP data indicates that the hikes may be starting to bite. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the slowdown in growth relative to the third quarter reflected a downturn in exports and slower spending by both consumers and state and local governments. A third factor, the Bureau said, was muted non residential fixed investment. A surge in private inventory investment and federal spending, as well as smaller decrease in investments in housing, help offset those factors that PEA added. Now, with that being said, let's take a look then at what we can expect to see from from the markets today. Well, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. So we have finally reached that 12,000 marker that we spoke about this week. Actually, also yesterday, that was my target. 12,000 it has been met. So with that being said, as we obviously wait for the market to open in a few minutes, in about 5 minutes, we I have placed my resistance at the high of December 13th. Okay, so that is where I'm looking for the market to come. Yes, previously we want to obviously take out this previous high and then this previous high. So those could be your near term resistance points. And yeah, you could expect some selling off here, perhaps, but we could probably also just run through it and then find some resistance here prior to reaching that high. That's just one way. The RSI, however, it is still neutral. We're not in overbought territory, so that that space that we still have the momentum could bring us at least close to that previous high. So let's see what happens later on today. We'll see it before the end of the market, and then we have the S&P is trading above that 4,000 marker, 4,100. That's where I have my resistance. Okay, it's a nice psychological round number. That's where we probably come towards. Then we have the Dow. The Dow, I'm looking for the Dow to come up to 34,500. And let's see if that would be the case. Yeah, there's plenty of room on the RSI for that to happen. Then we have crude oil. Crude oil, I'm looking for crude oil to reach $83. Okay. If if obviously we come, this is gonna be really a lot of demand from China opening, so is the demand is gonna be there. So we will be seeing pressure no movement higher on the on crude oil. $83 at least for now is where I see it. So okay, let's see what happens later on. Then Nat Gas has finally broken that $3 support level. It's trading below that. 250 is my next support. So let's see if that will happen. We are in oversold territory, so perhaps we'll find some support here and bring the price of natural gas up to $3, bringing the RSI out of that oversold territory. So let's see if we find a pullback or will the market continue to fall and to come meet that support at 250? Then we have gold. All right, so gold, it did reach that 1950. It kissed it. It retraced from it, and now is turning lower, basically on pressure on the dollar index since the GDP was good. Dollar index received a nice boost. So how much lower we will see it? I'm looking at 1920 for the support. Yeah, I have my support 1900. That's a psychological round number, but initially 1920 perhaps. All right, then silver trading above $24. I have my resistance at 24.50. My support at 23.50. RSI is really uh, out far away from being overbought. Then we have copper. Copper is just really flat. Copper is waiting. I'm thinking this is just a good amount, a good value for miners. So they're probably gonna keep it around this level. All right. This is I contemplate a continuation of this previous market action or price action. So we're gonna be seeing the same. Okay, and then we have the euro. The euro, it did trade above 109. It has retraced briefly below that. So will it continue to go? I'm looking for euro to stay above 108.50. Okay, yeah, some retraction might take place, retracement on it. Let's see what happens. Then the pound as well, some retracement on it, but down to 123. And that's basically because the dollar index is receiving that boost. Okay, so let's see what happens in a few minutes when the market opens and see if the dollar index will receive more of a boost, and then we'll see the indices rally, crude oil perhaps at pullback, gold as well, silver, perhaps copper even comes out of that that consolidation stage, that ranging. Okay, well that's it for me today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you. I'll make another recording uh, half an hour before the close to see where the market is at. And then don't forget, the next month we're gonna be doing that live streaming. Okay. All right. Cheers. Bye.